Oliver 1850. Ladies and gentlemen, if you lived through the golden years of American agriculture, the name Oliver is no stranger. The Oliver 1850 tractor was produced from 1964 to 1969, a period when American agriculture was thriving with the spirit of innovation and the resilience of farmers. It served thousands of farms large and small from Ohio to Kansas, from cornfields to cow pastures, and it is still remembered today, more than half a century later, as one of the best tractors ever built. The Oliver 1850 was equipped with three powerful engine options: Waukesha Oliver 310 CI 6-cylinder gasoline or LP gas, Perkins 354 CI 6-cylinder diesel. Diesel engines were especially popular for their strong pulling power and fuel economy. This is a solid-state engine. Once it's started, you can count on it to last you all day long. The machine has up to 18 semi-automatic gears, making gear changes smooth, suitable for heavy-duty jobs or requiring constant speed changes. Whether harrowing or pulling a hay bin, this system helps you maintain control easily. With a pump flow rate of up to 15.9 gallons/minute and a maximum pressure of 2,500 psi, the Oliver 1850's hydraulic system can operate auxiliary equipment such as lifting, plowing, or baling smoothly and quickly. With a PTO capacity of up to 92.94 horsepower, the Oliver 1850 can work with most traditional agricultural equipment such as lawn mowers, corn grinders, and balers, without worrying about lacking traction. The 103-inch wheelbase and nearly 9,000 pounds operating weight provide stability over a variety of terrains. No wobble when towing heavy loads or working on rough terrain. The 31.5 to 42-gallon fuel tank, depending on the gasoline/diesel/LP version, allows you to work all day long without having to stop for fuel frequently. The premium spring seat and large tires reduce vibration, increase grip, and keep the driver comfortable even when sitting for 8 hours in the field. The simplicity of the design makes the Oliver 1850 easy to maintain, and spare parts are still readily available in many places. In addition, the machine operates durably over the years. You can easily find used Oliver 1850s that are still running well in the Midwest. The price of a used Oliver 1850 today ranges from $4,000 to $10,000, depending on condition and engine version. Compared to new, this is a smart investment, saving tens of thousands of dollars while still providing excellent work efficiency. If you are looking for a tractor that is reliable, easy to repair, powerful, and can work tirelessly like the farmers of old, the Oliver 1850 is the top choice. It is not flashy, not full of complicated electronics, but that is what makes it so attractive in the long run. Oliver 1850 tractor, old but never out of date. A machine for those who understand. Sometimes, the best things do not come from the showroom, but from history, memories, and durability proven over time. International Harvester 856. Launched in 1967, the 856 belongs to the Farmall series, one of the most successful branches of the International Harvester, IH, company, which has built its name since the beginning of the 20th century. Only produced from 1967 to 1971, the 856 quickly became an icon on large farms where more power is needed for deep plowing, wide harrowing, and operating high-power equipment. Owned by a DT407 diesel engine, 6 cylinders, 6.7 L capacity, producing nearly 95 horsepower of PTO. This type of engine is specially designed to work for long periods of time without overheating, suitable for large farms that need to process dozens of acres of rice fields per day. Equipped with a 16-speed gearbox, 8 forward, 4 reverse, with the torque amplifier option, making it easy to change gears even when the machine is operating under load. This means you can slow down to increase traction on hard ground without stopping, saving time and effort. The machine has a powerful hydraulic system with dual remote control valves, easily operating separate pull equipment such as hay bales, cultivators, and deep plows. With a flow rate of up to 12 GPM, it is a great helper for heavy equipment. The standard independent PTO system 540/1000 RPM, compatible with most modern and classic auxiliary equipment. That is why the 856 is still serving well on many farms even after more than 50 years of use. The machine is about 145 inches long, weighs from 9,300 to over 10,500 pounds, providing ideal balance on a variety of terrain. Combined with the large front axle and large rear wheels, the machine can plow, pull, and run long distances without shaking. The 42-gallon diesel fuel tank is enough to run almost a full day of continuous work from dawn to dusk without refueling. Advanced suspension and large rubber tires provide operator comfort, especially during busy harvest days when hours are spent in the seat. What makes the International 856 special is not just its power, but its combination of high performance and smart design. Unlike many other tractors of its era, the 856 offers a silky smooth ride thanks to its smooth transmission, responsive power steering, and premium seat. Some veteran farmers have dubbed it the Cadillac of vintage tractors, not only because of its performance, but also because it is smooth and easy to maintain. With prices ranging from $6,500 to $12,000 on the used market, depending on condition, the International 856 offers exceptional value for those who want a classic tractor that can still do the job. Ladies and gentlemen, if you love smooth performance, need a powerful machine to handle a large workload, and still want durability and ease of repair, the International Harvester 856 is the ideal choice. John Deere 3020. Born in the period 1964 to 1972, the John Deere 3020 belongs to the famous new generation tractor line of Deere and Company. This line marks an important turning point when John Deere began to focus on comfort, safety, and consistent performance for American farmers. The 3020 was designed to replace the previous 3010 model and quickly became one of the company's best-selling models of all time. Using a 4.4L four-cylinder engine, gasoline or LP, or a 4.4L four-cylinder diesel engine, John Deere 270 diesel, with a capacity of about 70 horsepower PTO, it is enough for most daily tasks such as harrowing, pulling buckets, operating grass rollers, very suitable for family or medium-sized farms. The 3020 offers 3 transmission options: 8 forward, 2 reverse, synchro range, 16 with power shift, and optional hydrostatic drive. These transmissions allow the operator to change speeds quickly, which is convenient when working on uneven terrain or needing to adjust traction frequently. John Deere is known for its closed hydraulic systems, and the 3020 is no exception. With pressures up to 2,250 psi and a flow rate of approximately 13.5 GPM, the machine can control auxiliary equipment smoothly and reliably. The 3020's PTO output is approximately 70 horsepower at a standard speed of 540 or 1000 RPM, compatible with many popular auxiliary machines. This system operates independently, easy to turn on and off, convenient when needing to adjust equipment while the machine is still running. Measuring 135 inches long and weighing in at around 7,000 pounds dry, it's lighter than heavy-duty machines like the 856 but still sturdy enough. This is a big plus if you need a versatile machine for yard work, getting into the shed, or moving between fields. The 29-gallon tank keeps the machine running all day without refueling, saving you time on pit stops. The large rear tires, simple but effective suspension, and traditional spring seat help reduce vibration significantly. While not as luxurious as today's newer machines, the 3020 still provides operator comfort. What many people love about the John Deere 3020 is its perfect balance, strong enough to do the job, but not too complicated to repair. It's easy to start, easy to operate, and replacement parts are readily available. Prices range from $5,000 to $11,000, depending on condition and engine. This is one of the best value for money used tractors on the market today. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are looking for a tractor that can do a lot of work, is easy to handle, and is moderate in size, the John Deere 3020 is a name that deserves to be on the priority list. Massey Ferguson 1100. Introduced in 1964, the Massey Ferguson 1100 was part of the revolutionary 100 series of Massey Ferguson, a Canadian agricultural brand known worldwide for its rugged, serviceable, and durable design. The 1100 was built for large-scale farms in the U.S. Midwest, where work required not only traction but also stability and high performance for many hours. During its production period until 1972, the MF 1100 made a strong impression on the farming community thanks to its simplicity, strength, and reliability. The Massey Ferguson 1100 has two engine options. Perkins a 6.354 diesel, 6 cylinders, 5.8 L capacity. Perkins G 6.354 gasoline. The diesel engine provides about 93 horsepower of PTO, enough power to pull deep plows, operate harvesters, or pull a loaded trailer on complex terrain. The machine has a standard 8-speed forward, 2-speed reverse transmission, with the multi-power option, doubles the number of available gears without a clutch, allowing for quick speed adjustment. Convenient when needing to overcome terrain or change working speed while operating the equipment. The 1100's hydraulic system is an open circuit type with a flow rate of up to 15 GPM, enough to lift and lower heavy equipment such as tillers, disc harrows, or seeders. Especially important for farms that plant in large batches. PTO power is approximately 93 horsepower, compatible with 540 and 1000 RPM equipment, allowing farmers to flexibly rotate machinery, from hay balers, corn grinders to large irrigation equipment. Overall length is approximately 150 inches, empty weight is nearly 10,000 pounds, giving the machine a solid grip, increasing efficiency on steep fields or wet soil. 38-gallon diesel tank, enough to operate almost all day without refueling, a big advantage when working in remote areas or running continuously during harvest season. Large rear tires, heavy front axle help stabilize when pulling loads. Premium suspension seat reduces vibration and reduces driver fatigue, a factor not to be overlooked during long work days. Current prices range from $6,000 to $12,000 depending on condition and engine version. For this price, you can own a powerful old tractor that can serve dozens of acres of fields well. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are managing a large farm or need a muscle machine to pull heavy equipment and work long hours, the Massey Ferguson 1100 is an option that cannot be ignored. It does not have a sleek appearance, does not have an air-conditioned cabin like a modern machine, but it has what real farmers need: performance, stability, and the ability to work tirelessly. Ford 7710. Introduced in the early 1980s, the Ford 7710 was part of Ford's famous 10 series, which introduced more modern engineering improvements to the traditional tractor line. The 7710 quickly became a top choice on medium to large farms, especially in the Midwest and Northeast. In addition to being technically innovative, the Ford 7710 was also one of the first Ford models to feature an optional enclosed cab, something previously only found on high-end tractors. Equipped with a 4.4L Ford 4-cylinder turbocharged diesel engine, producing 88 to 100 PTO horsepower. The turbo engine significantly increases performance, fuel economy, and is especially suitable for continuous work such as deep plowing, running hay balers, or spraying long rows. Equipped with a standard 8-speed forward and 2-speed reverse transmission, with the dual power option, doubling the number of gears operated electrically, allowing for speed changes while working without having to depress the clutch. This is a breakthrough that increases efficiency and saves operating time. The machine uses a closed-circuit hydraulic system, high pressure, flow rate up to 15.1 GPM, enough to operate any auxiliary hydraulic equipment from roll lifters, deep plows, to fertilizer spreaders. Independent PTO standard 540 over 1000 RPM, easy to control via electric switch, convenient and safe when operating auxiliary machines, powerful enough to run heavy equipment. The machine is about 148 inches long, with an empty weight of approximately 9,500 pounds, quite ideal for stability when pulling heavy equipment, while still being maneuverable on small roads in the fields. A 40-gallon diesel fuel tank allows for operation from dawn to dusk without refueling, a big advantage during peak season. The flexible front axle system, oil suspension seats, and optional heated/air-conditioned enclosed cab provide a much more comfortable driving experience than previous models. The Ford 7710 is the ideal model for those who want modern technology but still retain traditional durability. With a simple, easy-to-maintain design, but integrated features such as dual power and an enclosed cab, the machine was considered by farmers at the time as an evolutionary leap. The current price of the Ford 7710 on the used machine market ranges from $10,000 to $18,000, depending on condition, operating hours, and additional equipment. Compared to many modern machines that cost twice as much, the Ford 7710 is still a wise investment. If you've ever experienced classics like the Massey Ferguson 1100 or the Oliver 1850, the Ford 7710 will surprise you with its combination of technology and practicality. It's powerful enough to do heavy work, refined enough to drive comfortably all day, and smart enough to keep performance consistent. With the Ford 7710, farming isn't just about work, it's about modernity, comfort, and reliability. These machines helped change the face of farming, and they are still very much alive today among enthusiasts. But if you're thinking about owning a vintage tractor, here are a few things to keep in mind. Before you buy, do your research. Engine, does it start well? Are there any signs of wear or oil leaks? Transmission and drivetrain, check that it runs smoothly. Hydraulics, if the machine has hydraulics, make sure they are in good working order. General condition, check the frame, wheels, brakes, and other important components. History of the machine, it's best to buy from an enthusiast or collector who has taken good care of it. And most importantly, set a budget. Thank you for joining us on this journey of legends. If you enjoyed this content, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to keep up with the great stories of vintage machines. And if you have a tractor in your collection, share your story in the comments. We'd love to hear it.